All right, class. Aloha.
Aloha.
All right, awesome, class. Before we start our lesson for today, I want you all to listen carefully at this little simple and very understandable lecture about this woman here. She's gonna talk about something, and I want you all to think about what she's gonna talk about, because from that talk you'll be able to know what we're gonna do for today, our topic for today. Okay, class? Here it goes.
When I get to the end of a paragraph that I realize somewhere along the line I either stopped paying attention or got lost in the words, or in some way I didn't understand, I have a number of things that I will do to fix that up. It may frustrate me, but I know I need to do it, or there's really no point in going forward. Students who have struggled with reading, I think they don't really ever expect to understand. Students who don't expect to understand anything anyway get to the end of the paragraph and they just keep going. They don't know that they should stop. They don't know that there are other things that they should do to fix it up. And they don't really believe that they have much control over gaining comprehension from the text. It's critically important that we show them how we monitor our own comprehension, and that even as competent readers, occasionally we have to do these things too. They won't do it otherwise if we don't help them see how important it is. And I think that for even students who are more advanced, if they don't experience that when they've got more teacher assistance in middle and high school, then when they get to college where there's very little teacher assistance, they won't know what to do in those situations as the texts become increasingly more difficult. So reading can't just be saying every word on the page. I administered a test not too long ago to a middle school student. He read the passage out loud to me, and when he got to the end, I asked him to tell me about what he just read, and he looked at me with this disgusted look and said, "No, I just read it." That drove home to me this idea that somehow he's picked up the idea that reading is just saying the words out loud, that he wasn't ever expected to gain meaning from what he was reading, and had no way of knowing how to stop and check on that himself. Think of him going through all of his classes all day long, being told, read this chapter, read this passage. That's what he's doing, but he's not gaining any meaning and doesn't understand how to use that for informational purposes to support his learning of this content.
All right, with the raise of hand, can anybody volunteer or tell me what this was about that will lead us to the topic of our class for today? Doris?
Something that make people frustrated.
Like what?
Like, can you give me a hint?
Something like reading?
Reading textbook? Newspaper? I don't know. Storybook?
Well, Brent can help you. Brent, can you help Doris?
Please help me.
Yeah, I want to help you, but I also need help.
Okay, all right.
Yes.
All right. No worries, students, because today you will be able to know more when I explain what we're going to talk about today. Okay, class, so if you listen to the story carefully, you will know what our topic will be about today, yeah? And so our topic for today will be about monitoring comprehension. Did you all remember now?
Yes.
Yay!
Yay.
Give yourself a hand. Okay, so this is our topic for today. Today we are going to talk about monitoring comprehension. So monitoring comprehension, as you listen to the little audio, it talks about mostly about reading. Who loves to read?
Me.
Yay, Doris, good for you. Brent,
Yeah.
not a favor of reading?
Yeah.
Me
I
too.
don't like reading.
But reading can be really, 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 really fun.
I know.
Yeah. So we're gonna read a story today, and we're also gonna answer so many questions. But I want you all to remember and to learn about monitoring comprehension. That way you'll be able to understand your lecture or your text or your book, the book library book you are reading. So because once you will be able to understand that book or text, you'll be able to help complete a task or whatever the purpose you're reading for. Does that understand, class?
Yes.
All right. So today I'm going to give out a handout that we will be focusing today and our stories for today. So with our story today, we are going to start reading. Okay? So each one of us will at least take a sentence,
Mm-hmm.
and then we will continue from there. Okay? Ready? Start from Doris.
Just read it out loud.
Yes.
Okay. School start in a week, and today is the day we go shopping for school supplies. Oh, sorry, supplies. Do you want me to keep going or?
Every sentence. We switch
I-
when it
okay.
comes sentence.
I
Brent?
told. Oh, sorry.
I told mom that I didn't need anything.
I loved my backpack from last year.
It had a picture of Top Hats, my favorite rock star singer. Sorry.
It even had an autograph across the bottom of her picture.
I couldn't wait to get it out and check my supplies.
When I put out my sorry. Put out my backpack from the back of my closet, I was sorry again. I was horrified at how dirty it was.
Brent, somehow.
Somehow, over the summer, a strap was broken, the color was faded, and the zipper was stuck.
There was a dark spot right on Toba's chin, and you could hardly read her signature anymore.
And
When I look inside,
when I look inside, I find papers that were stuck together from an open glass bottle.
I wondered who took the cap off of my glue bottle.
Oh, sorry. I wondered who took the cap off of my glue bottle.
So there was a library book I borrowed and forgot to return.
My markers had escaped from the box and the caps were mysteriously missing.
My lucky pencil was too short to write with anymore.
I discovered a dark spot on Toppo's chin was from the cupcake I painted away from the end of the year painting.
The frosting melted all over my notebooks and scissors.
I decided it was time to make my list of new school supplies. Okay, so in order for us to understand what we just read, the first thing we need to do is to read aloud, which is exactly what we did already. Read aloud. Okay, students, whenever you want to understand, one of the things you'll be able to comprehend or understand a text is to read aloud like what we did already. So the second part of it, even though we each take lines, sometimes it doesn't really help you to understand the text. You need to read quietly. Read quietly to yourself. Yeah? So I'm gonna give you at least maybe 2 minutes because that's how long it's gonna take to read your story. And these are things that I want you to consider when reading your story. When you read your story, stop and ask questions. What did I just say, Doris?
Stop and ask questions
Okay.
when you read a story.
When you read the story, stop and ask question.
Mm-hmm.
Why do you need to stop and ask question?
I don't know, maybe you don't have a fully understanding of it.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Why are you not understanding it? Because like if you stop and ask questions, like you're gonna ask yourself about the vocabulary that could appear as a difficult vocabulary that you can't understand, and you have to look it up first. Yeah. What else do you need to ask question for? Brand, why do you need to ask question to yourself while reading?
Why do you have to ask yourself?
Ask yourself a question while you read a text.
Well, so that you can get the answer while you're reading.
Exactly. So you can also get the answer, and you can also find the main idea.
Yeah, the main idea is, yeah. Alright, yeah.
Okay. Stop, ask questions. Another thing that can help you when you read quietly in order for you to comprehend a story is to do a graphic organizer. What is it? Graphic what?
Organizer?
Graphic organizer.
It's like a mind map.
Yep, like a mind map. Because that way you'll be able to find out the what?
Main ideas.
Main idea of the story. Okay, so I'm gonna give you, right now I'm gonna give you 2 minutes to look for this, to read quietly and look for these things in your story. Write it down in your paper, and after that we will discuss what the story is about. I'm gonna give you 2 minutes. So you need to, for your vocabulary words, make sure you underline, okay? Underline the vocabulary words that you can't understand. And then you also make a graphic or organizer about the main idea that you can find in the story. I'm gonna come around and see how you're doing. If you need questions, let me know. Okay, class. I think you get it down already.
Yes.
Awesome. So, were you able to jot down some of the vocabulary that you could not understand?
Yes, I have total 4 vocabulary
Okay,
that I don't
4
know.
vocabulary, okay. Doris, read out your words.
Backpack.
Backpack. Anybody know what pack bag means to help Doris?
No.
Alright, so now we're gonna help Doris learn a word pack, bag, pag. Alright, write in your journal about this, the definition of this word. The definition of pack bag is a bag with a shoulder strap that allow it to be carried on one's back. So Doris, remember your school bag.
Oh.
You know, that's what they call pack bag.
Okay.
This has 2 straps where you wear it like this.
Okay.
And your mom and your dad gave it to you to come with it to school, where you put your lunchbox and all of that in your bag. Okay, that's what the pack bag means. What other word?
Oh, that one is really, really hard.
Okay,
Autograph
autograph.
is totally new for me.
All right, autograph. An autograph is a signature, especially that of a celebrity, written as a memento for an admirer. It's like a fence. So, like for example, Doris, like for me, if I am a very popular and a very best teacher in school, you would come to me and say, Sister Clanton, can I take your signature because you're my best teacher, blah, blah, blah.
Aw.
It's more like the person is your biggest fan and you
Okay.
wanted a signature. So you come to me and so I will give you my signature. It's going to be like this.
What? Okay, cool.
You know? So signature, it doesn't really have to be, you know, it's however you want it. It's like a scribble like this. It's writing your name down for your fans. Okay, Doris?
Okay.
What's your next word?
The next word is mysteriously.
Mysteriously. Alright, so mysterious means something not understood or beyond understanding. It's more like very secretive. You know, Doris, you know when you know something that it's very, you know, something that you can understand. Maybe when you talk about in your church some of the doctrines that you are not able to understand and understood. It's not that it's very secretive or if you are not supposed to know about it, but you can understand what it is, yeah?
Okay.
So if there's anything mysterious like that to how you know, you want it to view and stuff like that, you can ask a person, or about if it's the church, ask a person that knows a lot more about the doctrine so that they can explain you that doctrine so you can understand, yeah?
Okay.
If it's a book that you read and you don't understand, you ask someone, okay? Mysterious. What's the last word?
Oh, I'm not so sure about the word. That's signature.
Signature.
Yeah, cause you talk a lot about it, but I don't know how to use it
Sweet. So signature, Doris, it's almost like autograph, but instead of an autograph from your fan, signature is pretty much writing your name, especially like when, do you remember when you come to school, you were given a form and then some policies written in that book, in that form, and then at the end it has your name under it, and then it has a line on top of it, and it says in the side signature, yeah? So that means that you need to like sign your name on top of it and the date if it's required. Okay, Doris?
Yes.
Alright, sweet. So this is what we learned today, students. Hopefully you will copy all this vocabulary down into your vocabulary notebook. Take it home with you and study them. At the same time, look at your homework. You will be able to as you understand this vocabulary, you will be able to answer the questions below. And when you come tomorrow, we will continue to discuss the answers and also finish writing your graphic organizer about the main idea of the story. That will help you answer your line. So if you're ready, then we will dismiss you. Thank you class for coming. Mahalo.
Thank you, teacher.